Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Hiba here again. So before starting, I'm going to tell you a little bit what this video is about. I'm going to talk about some things that I have been doing lately to improve my Swedish. I have seen a lot of improvement, a lot of results with this new thing that I'm doing. I'm going to be also talking a little bit about my job and how that is clashing with the process of getting a personal number and how not having a personal number is kind of affecting me right now. I'm going to just update you on some things that I find a bit important. We can start a conversation in the comments about it. I think many people that have moved to Sweden face these issues. I said before in my Swedish learning journey that the Swedish courses are useful, but they don't really teach you the Swedish that you would speak on a day-to-day basis. It's very hard to learn from only the Swedish courses that are offered. So you really need to practice at home. You need to speak Swedish with people. You need to speak Swedish more. And I didn't have anyone to speak to. I mean, of course, my husband speaks Swedish and everything, but it's not easy to switch to Swedish with someone who I speak with normally in English. All my friends, like family and people who I know, I usually just speak English with them because my Swedish is not very good, or maybe now it's a little bit better, but it wasn't so good. So speaking only Swedish with people who I know and who are my friends felt a little bit weird because I cannot express myself in Swedish as good as I can in English or in Spanish. So yeah, I didn't have people to speak Swedish with. So I thought I would volunteer or do some work here and there in Sweden. I don't have a job here. I have been applying to jobs and things like that, but finding a job in Sweden is very difficult, and that's another whole video. Yeah, as for this new thing that I'm doing, I decided to contact the Red Cross here in the city where I live. I wanted to help people, and at the same time people could also help me to just communicate in Swedish. And I wanted to start this fresh and just speak Swedish with these people. So I contacted the person responsible for the Red Cross volunteers here in my city. And I wanted to help some elderly people, socialize with them, talk to them. I read on the website that you go on walks with elderly people, you read books for them, you do activities for them, just because honestly there is a problem here in Sweden with loneliness, and I had known about this before, so I thought it was a really good opportunity for me to just have some people to communicate with and also at the same time help if I can. So I waited until I came back to Sweden, not to Spain. I came back to Sweden and I sorted things out, and then I started with the volunteer work. For now, I'm going to a secondhand shop. It's mostly run by elderly people. They are all retired and they are also volunteers. They also go there, they work for free. They are just helping the secondhand shop. It's run by the Red Cross, so everything that the shop gains is goes to the Red Cross. It's quite a big place. We have secondhand clothes and secondhand furniture, a little bit here and there, toys for kids, a lot of things, the usual that there is in secondhand shops. I'm going once a week there, sometimes twice a week if I can. I volunteer there, I sort clothes, we send clothes to other places if they are not sold in our place. We do a lot of things. We also iron clothes, wash. It's very fun with the women that are working there. They are all older than me. I only speak Swedish with them, so I think my Swedish kind of improved. I'm only speaking Swedish when I go there, so it's amazing. They also give me some tips. They tell me that my Swedish is so good, which I don't know. They are very nice. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun going there. If you live in Sweden and you have a little bit of free time, I would really recommend that you contact the Red Cross and Tell them that you want to do something. You can do a lot of things and you don't have to compromise. You can do it even once a month. There's no obligation to meet any certain requirements. I'm really enjoying this work. I cannot say everything that I do there, but this is mainly what we do. The people there are very nice. As I said before, I'm improving my Swedish. I'm helping out. So everything is positive. Another thing is that I'm working right now, but sadly the job is not in Sweden. I'm doing it remotely. I'm just freelancing, so that helps out a lot. As I said before, this is like a whole other video, but working in Sweden, finding a job specifically, it's becoming very difficult. Even though I have a degree and everything, it's like a hard task to find a job. That's why I want to improve my Swedish. I want to complete my teaching license here in Sweden. I have the requirements, almost all of the requirements, but I do need a course which is 1 year long at university, and it is fully in Swedish. So that's why my Swedish has to be really good. It's going really well, I think. With this volunteer work, my Swedish is improving a lot. There's a lot of things also going on with my residency permit and all that. It's not going as well as I imagined. The process has been kind of hard for me. I have seen a lot of people that get their personal number, personnummer, very easily. But for me, it's very difficult. Even though I'm a EU citizen, I have a Spanish nationality, it has been hard for me to have a personal number. And without a personal number, if you know how things work in Sweden, without a personal number, things are difficult. You cannot live a normal life without having a personal number. And more now that I am working freelance, the process is very strange and very difficult. I'm having trouble with Skatteverket because I talk to them and none of them have an idea of how to proceed with my case. A freelancer here, I don't have a personal number. I cannot get a personal number from my freelancing job because it's a freelancing job, it's not a permanent job. So things are very strange. These are the problems that one can have without a personal number, and there are many. And that's why I feel like since I moved here, I feel like I haven't really moved here yet because I don't have any permanent thing going on. I went to my local Skatteverket and I asked about it, and the person working was like, I don't know so much about Scat for freelancers and how that works. You have to call. I didn't receive help in that case. But yeah, I'm going to try to sort everything out there. If you have any tips for that, feel free to leave it in the comments. Maybe I will do another video all about that when I sort it out. Aside from that, I think things are going well. I'm very happy that I'm able to practice my Swedish. That was a very big part of my problem. I didn't know anyone that I could speak with in Swedish. If you are like a foreigner expat here in Sweden, you would know that making contacts or like close relationships with Swedish people is a little bit hard. This volunteer work has helped me a lot. This video was all over the place. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. If you have any tips about all this process that I talked about, leave it in the comments. I hope you found anything I said useful. Actually, I have been receiving some questions on my Instagram. My Instagram is @bibodudi. Maybe I changed the name because some people are not finding me, but those who found me, I also received some questions. Asked me about like my process with getting a personal number, how I moved to Sweden and all that. If you have any questions, you can also send it on Instagram. I actually reply. I don't get many messages, but I do get some, which I found kind of strange. With these videos that I'm making, I'm really hoping to help someone, and I'm just hoping to just give my experience. Here it is, how I did all this. Hopefully it helps someone, but I'm seeing that some people are following the journey. Some people are interested in knowing how I moved from Spain to Sweden. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, or you can also send me a DM on Instagram. I'm so happy that more people are watching. Welcome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following my journey here. Before we finish, I have to show Amira at some point in the video. So here is Amira. She's very sleepy. She's so cute. She has grown so much. If you go back to the first video I put, I think she appears there. She was still young and small, but now she's over a year old. She's over 1 year old and she got so big. But yeah, this is Amira. She also says thank you for watching, and there's a lot more content about Amira on my Instagram. I usually put a lot of pictures of her or videos. Yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.